Hello, my name is Kelsey Grease, and I am an occupational therapy student with Murray State University. I am doing a Zoom recording to talk about my program that I created and have hopes to implement in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. And okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull my PowerPoint up. So there we go. Okay. So what this program is, it is called the Functional Assistance with School Transition. So for short, I call it the FAST. And this Zoom is going to be a program review over my program. So what is this program? This program is designed to help prepare young autism adolescents or anyone interested who are entering high school. So kids, or eighth graders who are jumping into high school, they typically have a lot of trouble with entering the high school. They think it can be scary, it can cause a lot of stress and anxiety, especially children with autism spectrum disorder. So my program is designed to help prepare them for high school by creating schedules, developing school-based ADLs, learning the anatomy, the ins and outs of their school, and becoming involved in social activities. And a part of this program is I have hoped to get high school seniors involved with this program to come in for a day and meet the participants in my program, and I will pair two of them up so they can develop those social bonds and develop a rapport with someone already at the high school. I have hopes that they can exchange information, maybe phone numbers, and these seniors will be open to receiving questions and answering them for the incoming freshmen. The location of this program is going to be at the attending high school. So for instance, right now I live in Poplar Bluff, Missouri, and if I were to implement this program here, I would implement it at the Poplar Bluff High School. The cost is $20 a person to attend, and that covers all the assessment fees that I will be implementing and school supplies that they will need during my program. The dates of this program, I will run it in the summer prior to high school starting, and I will do a Saturday, Sunday, and it'll be like 7:45 to 4 o'clock. It'll be like a normal school day for them, and we will run it 2 days, and we will run all kinds of activities for them to help better prepare for high school. My personal goal for this program is to break away those stereotypes about school being scary or frightening. I want these students to feel comfortable going into school. I want them to be excited. This is a new chapter in their life, and I want to help facilitate that transition into a high school. As I kind of mentioned, my population, I'm looking at autism spectrum adolescents and teenagers. I kind of want to target age 12 to 15. I know some students get held back, so I don't want to just only focus on eighth graders, but typically eighth graders moving into the ninth grade and transitioning to a new school. It will be open to anyone who is interested. They don't have to have an ASD diagnosis, but if an eighth grader going into high school is nervous about school and would like some extra prep and help guidance, I will more than happily open my program up to them. And I found this quote, and it said that teens with ASD can have difficulty with making plans, tracking time, socialization, and changing plans. And I really feel like there is a need for this type of program, especially when the ASD population, they do have trouble with this. I worked as an ABA therapist assistant, and I have worked firsthand with these students who have autism, and they do, when their schedule gets changed or altered or moving to a new place, they can become stressed and have loads of anxiety, and that's kind of where the purpose of this program was coming from. And as I have a little meme up here, middle school, oh, I can't wait to get to high school, and seniors are like, don't you ever say that, because that is a stereotype. Kids are terrified of going into some are scared of going into high school. Some may be excited, some may be scared, but I'm focusing on those kids who are scared, and I want to change their experience for them. My objectives and goals. So my main objectives for this program is to decrease anxiety, increase social participation, and decrease the struggle with school-based occupations. So with anxiety, I think it's important to practice breathing techniques, which I can easily share with the students in my program. I use this all the time when I'm in a stressful situation and I start to hyperventilate. I suffer from anxiety as well. I've used breathing techniques to breathe in my nose, out my mouth, take deep breaths, calm down a little bit. And I want to share these with students of my program. And I also have a goal is to decrease anxiety by listening to their favorite type of music. And music has definitely helped me a lot personally, and I know others as well. If they do get in a stressful situation or they're about to take a test, maybe pop in those headphones for maybe a song that gets them to calm down. Mine is Africa by Toto. That's one of my favorite songs. But just something that calms them down, just work on that stress relief. I also want to increase social participation. So I said they will participate in social games one day every week. And that in my program, I'm going to teach them how to play games with other students and how to initiate conversation. I also have a goal on here about asking a question. So I want them to initiate a conversation with another student by asking them a question. It could be as simple as, hey, did you get the homework assignment? Anything like that. I've met so many friends that way, just asking them basic questions on the homework assignments, or when they have lunch or where they sit at lunch, anything like that. So that's going to be a goal for my students in this program. Another is increasing their ability to perform school-based occupations. So that could include anything from handwriting skills to sitting in a desk, having good posture, operating a walker, or finding their way around the classroom. And I will use some of these strategies in my program to help them become better students and more prepared students. Mission and vision statement. My mission is to decrease anxiety and increase school-based occupations for entering high school. And my vision is to encourage confidence in students entering high school to create awareness about high school anxiety and depression. My proposed mission and vision statements correlating with the facility is to help prevent anxiety and bullying at school and helping prepare students to start the school program. And my vision is to help increase confidence of all students about entering high school. Again, I want to decrease the stereotypes, those negative stigmas about high school being scary, because it's really not that bad. And if someone could be there to guide them, I really feel like it could definitely help increase their confidence and allow them to become more at ease entering high school on the first day. And this is just a little list of activities I am going to implement in my program. I have a handwriting assessment that I would like to give out and work one-on-one with the students. We'll look at desk ergonomics, so how their posture is, if there's any adaptations that need to be made. I plan to do a school scavenger hunt, so I'll give them a list of places to find in the school, pair them up with a partner, and have them go at it. And I'll be there to help guide them if they have questions or need assistance. But I'm just trying to get them more familiar with their high school. I also want to implement social games like board games or Pictionary, card games, anything where they need an extra person to play with. And I want to make them do a presentation over a topic of their interest. So that means they say they like dogs. I'm going to make them come up with a problem, work with a person on how to find a solution for that. And we'll just work on basic presentation skills, talking in front of a class. I can give them tips on how to relax and be more at ease in front of a classroom. Again, I mentioned having the seniors come in and pair them up with a buddy to help get them more acclimated to the school and people at the school, so they can walk in on the first day and be like, oh, I know someone already, which is kind of cool. And we'll work on note taking. I can hold lectures on note taking skills and other topics, and we'll teach them what to highlight, where to find the important notes in a book, all of that. I also want them to make a schedule and follow that schedule, finding their classes, work on, not being late to class and finding where the room is, and breathing techniques during stressful situations. So starting this program up, I'm going to have to promote the program to gain interest. So first I need to gain the interest. I will do this by emailing school faculty, ABA, therapy clinics, and other OT clinics. This way I can see if they even have students who are about to enter high school and might be a little stressed about it. And once I get that interest and get that feedback that, hey, we do have students who want to be in your program, I will schedule a meeting with all of the interested school faculty, and I will try to take, OTA volunteers who are interested, and I'll schedule a meeting, and we'll go over areas they think need to be addressed as well as mine, and we'll put together some form of itinerary for this program. And I want this to be community-based, so I want to hear what everyone in the community has to say. I'm very open-minded to new ideas. And I plan to send out emails and flyers to parents. From the school system, I hope to get a list of parents who have their kids entering high school programs. And I will send them flyers about my program and have my contact information if they have any questions. And I also want to give some flyers to OT clinics and ABA facilities and put them in the waiting room, just so when parents come in, they see the program, and if they're waiting for their child to be picked up, they can, browse through it and maybe gain some interest that way. As I kind of mentioned, on my team, I would like to have 2 to 3 occupational therapists or CODAs who have interest that would like to volunteer their time to help me implement this program. I would like high school seniors to help volunteer their time and buddy up with an incoming freshman, and any interested school faculty that would like to join or help with the program. I anticipate around 10 to 15 students a program, and for my space, I would just need a high school with access to the entire building. A little communication with the school, and that shouldn't be a huge problem. Some supplies that I will supply are adaptive writing equipment. I'll use the test of handwriting skills, and it is for ages of 5 to 18, so it would be a good assessment tool for incoming freshmen. And I would also like to have adaptive writing equipment and seating and ergonomics assessment. And I would like to just look at their posture, see how they're sitting, if anything needs to be adjusted. And about the cost for my program would be about $200 with all the supplies and the test or handwriting assessment book. 2 modes of practice of my program are the biopsychosocial and the model of social interaction, MSI. Biopsychosocial, it looks at the biological, psychological, and social environments and how they interact. So for example, if you change the biological environment and put a kid into a new class, new school, new facility, that can cause stress and anxiety in their emotional and social environment. The model of social interaction it looks at an individual as a system. And this system can be influenced by all the social interactions they can have with people. And so putting them in a new school is going to force them to form friendships if they want to succeed and do well. Some students who have autism, they have difficulty in this. Anxiety can set in and cause them to shut down. And I wanted to look at the interaction between their emotion and their social relationships. For feedback on this program, I have developed a small survey. This is just a sample of a couple questions off of it. and it's going to assess their emotions about entering high school, finding their classes, being social, and I will administer it before, at the very beginning of my program. And all they have to do is circle a face. So I have a little key on here. Red is like nervous or scared, and all the way up to green is very excited. So I will administer this prior to the program, and then administer the same survey after the program. And I have hoped to measure the feedback by seeing if their circled faces increase more to the green side. Even if it's a little bit, if they feel a little bit more confident, I have met my goals. And some anticipated outcomes of this program: I want to decrease anxiety about starting a new school, increase confidence in high school performance, increase socialization and rapport with other students, and decrease negative stigma about autism. Because a lot of students in high school, they don't understand autism kids and think they're weird, different, they can get picked on. Bullying rates are very high for children with autism. And especially if I can get interest from students who do not have an autism diagnosis, I hope to integrate the two and decrease those negative stigmas. And they're like any one of us. So I want everyone to feel that way. I want other kids to, say in high school, oh, he was in my class, like he's cool, he's cool. So that's kind of my goal for this. And that is it for my presentation. I have my email at the bottom if you have any questions. And thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.